start with measurement of temperature. Now what is temperature? Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. The more commonly used units is the degree Celsius and the degree Fahrenheit. So the Celsius is also called centigrade. Now let us see the two more commonly used units, that is the Celsius scale and the Fahrenheit scale. Celsius scale was introduced by Anders Celsius. The freezing point of Celsius scale in water, that is the water is taken as 0 as the freezing point, and the boiling point of water in Celsius scale is taken as 100. The difference between these 2 points are divided into 100 equal parts. 100 equal parts. And each part is termed as 1 degree Celsius. Now let us see Fahrenheit scale. Fahrenheit scale was introduced by Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. In this scale, the freezing point of water is taken as 32 and the boiling point of water is taken as 212. The difference between these 2 points are divided into 180 equal parts. 180 equal parts. Each part is termed as 1 degree Fahrenheit. Now one more scale is introduced, that is the Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale was introduced by Lord Kelvin. In this scale, the freezing point of water is taken as 273 Kelvin and boiling point of water is taken as 373 Kelvin. Now let us see the instrument that is used for measuring temperature. The instrument used for measuring temperature is the thermometer. Now let us see what is the instrument used to measure temperature. Instrument used to measure temperature is the thermometer. Thermometer have a small bulb filled with mercury. Mercury is a metal with room temperature. It is shiny and silvery in nature. And it has a very narrow tube. It has a very narrow tube that is called the capillary tube. Very narrow tube that is called the capillary tube. And this capillary tube is enclosed by another thick tube that is called the stem. This is a thick tube that is called the stem. When the bulb of the thermometer comes in contact with hot object, the mercury expands and there will be a rise in the level of mercury in the capillary tube. When the bulb of the thermometer comes in contact with a cold object, the mercury usually contracts and it goes down below the capillary tube. In some thermometers, colored alcohol is used. Let us see the freezing point of alcohol. Freezing point of alcohol is minus 114 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of alcohol is 78 degrees Celsius. Now let us see the freezing point of mercury. The freezing point of mercury is minus 39 degrees Celsius, and the boiling point of mercury is 360 degrees Celsius. So here we use mercury thermometer to check the boiling point of water. Why? Because the boiling point of mercury is 360 degrees Celsius, and we may not use the alcohol thermometer because the boiling point of alcohol is only 78 degrees Celsius. Now let us see clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer is mainly used to measure the temperature of human body. This is a clinical thermometer. This thermometer has markings. The stem has markings from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Yes, so it has a markings of 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. And here on the other side there is a markings with Fahrenheit, that is 95 degrees Fahrenheit to 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Now in this thermometer we can see there is a slight kink just above the bulb. So this kink is mainly to ensure that the mercury does not move back into the bulb. That is the main aim of this kink in the thermometer. Now, using this clinical thermometer is unsafe. Why? Using a clinical thermometer is unsafe? Because when it breaks, what happens? The mercury usually causes health hazard. So that is why nowadays we make use of digital thermometer to measure human temperature. Now let us come next to laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer is mainly used to measure the temperature in science laboratories. And in this, the stem of the thermometer has markings from negative 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. So this is about the different types of thermometer: clinical thermometer, digital thermometer, and the laboratory thermometer. Now let us start with measurement of area. Now what is area? Area is the amount of surface covered by a closed shape is called area. Yes, so area is the amount of surface covered by a closed shape. Now the SI unit of area is square meter. In symbol we will write it as meter square. And if you want to measure the area of small areas, that is, for example, piece of paper. If you want to measure piece of paper, so we make use of centimeter square, that is square centimeter. Yes, we make use of square centimeter. In symbol we write it as centimeter square. And if you want to measure large areas like the city or a country like that, so we make use of square kilometer. Or kilometer, in symbol we write it as kilometer square. Now let us see the relationship, how the units are being used in this. So 1 centimeter square is equal to 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter, that is 1 by 100 of meter into 1 by 100 of meter. that gives you 1 by 10,000 meter square. And in point, if you convert it, so it becomes 0.0001 meter square. Now let us explain about 1 kilometer square. 1 kilometer square is equal to 1 kilometer into 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So 1000 meter into 1000 meter. That is equal to how much? 1 into 1 will 1. And how many zeros are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 zeros you need to add, and that gives you the kilometer square. Now 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters square. Now let us see how to measure a regular area by using graph paper. Now let us find out the area of regular shape. So this is an example for area of regular shape. For example, rectangle. Yes, I have taken 10 squares long and 5 squares wide. First, what you need to do is draw the outline of this shape. Draw the outline of the shape and count the numbers to find out the area. So to find out the area of regular shape, we can make use of standard formula. For example, shapes like triangle, rectangle, squares, all this we can make use of formula to find out the area. So here, this is a rectangle shape. So the area of rectangle is length into breadth. So length is 10 squares and breadth is 5 squares wide. So 10 centimeter into 5 centimeter will give you the total area, that is equal to 50 centimeter square. Now let us explain about the area of irregular shape. So to find the area of irregular shape, there won't be any standard units used like the regular shape. There are no standard formula for irregular shape. So irregular surfaces do not have a fixed dimension. So here there is an example. I have taken the palm of the hand. Yes. So here how can we find out the area of this? First you need to count the number of squares, complete squares. So you can see I have put a tick mark on the complete squares. And now you need to do that the number of squares of incomplete, that is more than half. More than half, please put a cross mark. So you can see here, students, that I have put a cross mark where the squares are more than half. Now count the total number of squares. That is, number of complete square in this is 69 centimeter and number of squares, incomplete squares with cross mark is 23. This is an example, okay? So total area is equal to 92 centimeter square. This is how you find the area of irregular shape. Now students, let us learn about what is approximation. Approximation means it is a rough calculation or an estimate in which the measured value is very close to the desired value. And it can also be explained, that is the act of finding a number to an exact value. Now let us see what is rounding. Rounding is a method in which the number of digits is reduced in order to simplify the calculation. For example, if we buy a pair of shoes for price $3.99, so we approximately say that it is 400 rupees. So that is about the approximation. Now in this case, we need not get an exact value. We just say it is an approximate. That is what we mean by approximation. Now let us learn about what is the need for accuracy. Yes, in some situation, absolute accuracy is required for the measurement of physical quantity. For example, while preparing and giving medicines. So you need an accurate measurement. And another example, while measuring the gold or silver in jewelry shop, we require accurate measurement. So accuracy is very, very important. With this, we come to an end of this chapter, physical quantities. Thank you.